Did you know that eating breakfast every day can help you lose weight? Well, some people aren't eating breakfast because they're either not hungry or they're just tired, and that shouldn't always be the case. It's much more beneficial to eat breakfast as opposed to just leaving it out altogether. And here's why. The main problem with skipping out on breakfast is that you don't have as big of a kickstart, you're groggy during the day, you have a lower metabolism, and it leads you to eat more during lunch, which is a sign that can help to weight gain, and it doesn't really help as much as it should. Now, a previous experience that I used to have is that I would sleep in and then I was late for a test, and so I rushed out the door. I went to go take the test without eating any breakfast at all. Now, I didn't really perform very well on the test, and that might have been because I didn't have any breakfast and I didn't focus as well, and it didn't really help me at all. In fact, studies have shown that some kids at school don't perform nearly as well as they would if they had breakfast. Their concentration is lower, their grades are lower, and their just motivation to learn is just absent. They just don't want to do anything. They're tired. They're still in the wake up mode. So I guess to put this short is that breakfast will give you fuel, and if you don't have any fuel, you can't run properly. And that's very important for you to run throughout the day because you have activities and things you want to accomplish, and you want to get stuff done. Now, the main problem that we can blame this on is anyone, or it can't be anyone but ourselves. We have to blame ourselves. Only we can feed ourselves breakfast, and it's our job to do that for ourselves. Now, let's talk about how we can fix this all. To eat your breakfast, the reward outweighs the cost greatly. The simple way you could do it is to just eat your breakfast. No matter what, regardless if you're late, regardless if you're slow in the day, you just eat your breakfast and you're golden. That's a lot easier said than done. A much better way to approach this is if you were to develop a habit. You start off slow, let's say theoretically, you wake up, get showered, you get dressed, and then you just go straight to the kitchen, you eat your breakfast. And after that, you get on with the rest of your routine, you head to work or school or wherever you have to be, and then you're golden. Step one done. That's the start to something that you can work on, and you can get a better breakfast throughout the days that you do that progressively, and it will help you in the long run. Now, here's a study that was done by a bunch of kids in an elementary school where they would study how they would test based on if they had breakfast or not. And their study was very promising to show that they had better academic performance if they all had breakfast. And they were so amazed by this that they added breakfast time to their school schedule. They added a 20-minute morning period right at the beginning of school that they would just eat breakfast. And then they would get on with the school day and they would have a better academic performance throughout their day. Makes sense. Now, a leading argument against eating breakfast every day would have to be either they're lazy and they just don't want to, and I would have to say, why would you want to miss out on all of these benefits for such little effort? And I'd have to say that's their fault if they don't want to, but another main argument against that would be diet. Sometimes diet is so restricting it won't let you have your breakfast, and sometimes you'll have to incorporate that regardless. I think that if you were to just have 100 calories, just a handful of nuts and a banana, that's all you need. A little bit goes a long way if you're on a strict diet. And if you can take that away from like the later meals and just stick it right in the morning off the get-go, you're golden. It'll do the job. Now, if you develop a habit of eating breakfast, you'll have a better lifestyle. That seems to be clear. But the benefits that you'll get overall will be you get a kickstart, you get better metabolism, you have better mental awareness, you have a promotion of weight loss, better memory, you're in a better mood. And a study has actually shown that you'll actually have a longer lifespan if you have breakfast every morning, like some of that. So, since that's proved for eating breakfast every day, based on scientific study, why wouldn't you want to do it? So, today I discussed with you why you should eat breakfast every morning, the pros and cons of eating breakfast every day, and then how you can change those groggy mornings into something that you would want to look forward to every morning. And here's a challenge for you. I want to challenge you to take your habits and include breakfast with them, regardless of what they are. If you have, great. If you haven't, strive for that. That's my challenge to you.